There we are. Okay, welcome everyone. It's definitely December 13th and the holidays are coming upon us quickly. It's nice to have all of you with us tonight. We've got two special testimonies. I'm looking forward to doing them. One is in freeway traffic, but are we glad that the cell phones do Zoom really well? So before we go ahead, and we're going to let Kjirsten go first, but I want to read a disclaimer for you. We are not doctors or medical professionals. The information discussed is not meant to diagnose, treat, cure, or even prevent any disease. Statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. So if you are pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or a medical condition, please consult with your physician first. So I think there's someone else we might have to mute there, and looks like you might have gotten that. Okay, great. We are happy to have you all on tonight. This is such a marvelous opportunity to be able to tell our testimonies of what has made a difference in your life personally and the lives of others. And I was just telling someone who came into my wellness center today that I have listened to 95% of the calls ever since I became involved with Lifewave. And I've learned so much. And we would encourage you to do the same thing, to continue to listen. Okay, it looks like we might have to have someone without video on. So Marcy, can you take care of that? Someone who's on here and he's not supposed to be right now with his face. Okay, we're going to go ahead and introduce Kjirsten first, and she was named after her Swedish grandma from Sweden, and it's pronounced Kjirsten. Kjirsten is a special person in my life. She's my daughter, and she has had some remarkable experience with X39, and I asked her to come on. She just drove here from Utah, and I asked her to come on and tell us the experience. Kjirsten, how are you tonight? Can you unmute yourself? We can't hear you. Go ahead and
okay.
There
can
you
hear
are.
Me now?
We can hear you now. How are you tonight?
Fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Oh, we're happy to have you. So tell us, how did you get introduced to the X39?
By you.
Yes, like every good mother would do for her daughter.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about you. I think Kjirsten has one of the hardest jobs, professions in the whole world. Tell us what you do, KJ.
I am a 911 dispatcher for police, fire, and medical. Started that in 1996, probably when most of you either had children or were just born. I've been doing it for a long time, and the profession's always evolving. It's a very high stressful job. You never know what you're going to get. We work 10-hour shifts, a lot of times 10, 14, 15-hour days. I'm also a supervisor there. So we have the personnel issue on top of all the other issues that we deal with.
So you would say that your job is one of high stress, correct?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And
it's rated next to air traffic controllers being the first most stressful, and then they've said a 911 dispatcher has got the most second stressful job.
Well, I can see that because some of the stories that she has told me have been absolutely tragic. And I'm not sure. We pray for her every night because we're not sure how she continues to do what she does. It's tremendous, and we thank you for that service. Now, we know that you sit down a lot to do your job, and you've got to be looking at a circle of computers, correct?
We are, they're very well aware of that though too. Our desks, our consoles do raise up. I try and stand up a great deal of time during my shift, and we also have treadmills that we can use at our desks for walking. Being aware of that is definitely important.
Oh, very much so.
Shifts.
And I know that you've told me over the years that it's caused for numbness in your legs and difficulty with your back. So tell us what happened after you started using the X39.
The restless leg syndrome is a neurological thing. A lot of times when people that sit down and very stressful jobs, they find it's not a painful situation, but when you're trying to rest, your legs just won't hold still. And it is very, very tiring because you need that rest and you just can't hold your legs still. So sometimes it can be painful because it gets tightened around your sciatic. So I started looking at talking to you about more things and helping with the intense pain, and then just wearing my X39 every single day, I found just keeps it. So I'm not having as many issues with that.
Oh, that's great. That makes this mama happy. Now, also the emotional stress you've experienced and said how much the X39 has helped you as you take care of the emotion of your job. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, as in with any job in any profession, if you're not getting the proper sleep, anything you deal with, especially where we're dealing with life and death and people in very stressful times, and if you're not getting the sleep and being able to do your exercise and your right diet and having things work cohesive like that, you're starting off on a even harder slope. So this being able to get the good sleep, feeling that I've got, a clear mind, even with all the training we go through, it's definitely helped to just kind of keep, you're not ever having that brain fog. It helps you to drink lots of water. If you don't drink lots of water when you're using the X39, you can feel that, hey, my body's not getting enough water. It's a good reminder too, to help you stay on top of your water.
Thanks for that tip, because sometimes it isn't working as well as we'd like it to work for people. And then giving them the encouragement to remember to drink lots of water so the body can flush this through as it's removing the toxins. And then
you can feel the toxins. It's almost like they're coming to the top of your skin and you're thinking, it's because I haven't been drinking enough water to flush that out, because you can feel it pulling and you just kind of feel like they're stuck there. And so, yeah, you can feel them coming out.
That's a great description. Great. And when we have this light technology that's with us, I know you've expressed how you feel as though it buoys you up and supports you. So we lost your screen for just a moment.
I see you back again. Do you see me?
There you are. Now, we just can't hear you. Take your, there we go. Okay, you're back again.
Yeah. So am I muted? No.
Yep, now we can hear you. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell us, how you feel the X39 has been part of your lifting your health?
Just super, super grateful with all the sicknesses. I've worked in the communication center for over 26 years.
Yeah. Do you have it? No. Oh, I'll get it.
I don't know if you lost me.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Just letting you know that working inside of a communication center 24, that's staffed by lots of people with different colds, not just with the COVID, but the flu and all the other things. I've been able to stay very, very healthy. My kids have been able to be healthy, being, aware of just all the benefits that it provides for you. And then after I wear it for a long day, I take it off and put it on my 17-year-old Yorkie's collar, and he wears it for a day, and he's been able to be free of the hand him to me really quick. I'll show you. Free of the pain. And you just got to see, because for 17 years old, he's looking pretty good. Hi, Jack.
Oh,
he loves the benefits.
That's great.
So.
This dog has more personality than anybody I've ever met, and he's only about that long, and he loves.
It's from the X39. He believes in it, huh, buddy?
That's great. And I've noticed some of the gray around his face is diminished since he's been using it. So that's another benefit, a great benefit.
He definitely has. We're very, very grateful for the knowledge and the ability to be able to use such a great thing. I'll be 51 next month.
Wow,
definitely the signs of wrinkles in my face and things people say, what, and some days I know they just want to tip their line, but I do feel good. So,
well, I think you look pretty darn good for 51. So nobody would ever know. Thank you so much for coming on and expressing your testimony. We appreciate that. We know that you're in the middle of traffic, but I think that you've got a good driver there.
I've got my patch on. I'm stress-free. I got a good driver. We're all good. So enjoy your call, guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That you'll find a benefit from.
Okay. Thanks again for your testimony. We appreciate it, Kjirsten. Feel free to stay on if you would like to, and you can just turn the camera off.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So our next person, And I can see that you're on. Kathleen, are you there? Yep, our next person is Kathleen.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, let's see. Kathleen, we saw you before, so can you make sure that your camera's on and you're unmuted?
We can see her,
Can you hear
Suzanne.
me? I can hear you.
Hi, and we
Okay,
can see
oh,
her.
there
honey.
she is.
Yeah,
Now I can
she's
see her.
good.
That's great. Look at that
Yeah.
smile and those beautiful teeth. She has the most beautiful smile. I had the privilege of welcoming this friend into my life last week, and she stopped by the Wellness Center, and I didn't want to let her go because she had so many great stories, and she has a vibrational energy that is amazing. So tell us about you and how you were introduced.
I did that.
X39.
And I did it again. So it's unmuted, but the volume didn't change.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the one to mute. Give me one moment. Okay, we're getting there. Oh, okay, hold on. I think we're good now. Go ahead, Kathleen. We'll continue on.
Okay, so my history is I teach women's self-defense and situational awareness. More since COVID, it's been more classroom, but the past maybe 7 years, it's really a lot of physical work, physical activity. So, you know, I have my bumps and bruises, been in several car accidents, you know, life happens. Anyway, so last week I was in my chiropractor's office and I was speaking with my friend Stefan, and I was talking about how much pain I was in that day from fibromyalgia, and I have arthritis throughout my body. And I feel like I do everything I can. The pain just doesn't ever go away. And he said, well, you know, you might want to try these patches. And I said, what patches? So he said, well, I wear them, and I think that they've, you know, really helped me a lot. He showed me, you know, where you put some.
Right. It keeps going to unmute.
I'm so sorry.
So he gave me 2 patches to try. And, you know, I thought, okay, I threw in my purse. And he said, you know, if you give me your cell number, we can talk to my friend Suzanne, you know, later today if you have time, because, you know, she knows so much about this product. And I said, oh, okay, great, you know. So, you know, I got my adjustment, you know, and I left. And then there was a text from Stefan and Suzanne, and said, hey, you know, is there time today that we can speak? I just had like one of those days that you can't even, you know, we can believe, but just so incredibly busy. I felt bad. I never replied to either of them. I thought I'll catch up with them later in the week, right? So a few days later, I wake up, get out of bed, and it was one of those really bad fibromyalgia days. And I thought, oh man, you know what? I got a lot to do today. What am I going to do? And I debated taking Advil, and then I thought, wait a minute. I wonder if I should try those patches. So I dig in my purse. I put one patch in the back of my neck, one, you know, below my belly button. And I thought, well, you know, it can't hurt me, right? I mean, I can't possibly feel worse than I already am. So I put them on. And I mean, if someone had told me this story, I would have gone, yeah, right. I'm not kidding you. Within like a few minutes, I felt my whole body start to tingle. And I'm thinking, okay, whoa, this is sort of strange. What? Okay, all right. Well, maybe the pain will go away. I swear to you, within 10 minutes, all the pain was gone in my body. And you have to understand, I have been in pain 24/7 since 2018 from the fibromyalgia, an accident, and the pain never goes away. Never. Nothing I do. Chiropractic treatment helps, you know, everything helps a little bit, but it never goes away. So I'm in my kitchen going, okay, am I imagining this? I feel no pain. I feel no pain anywhere. So I start, you know, messing with my one hand that has the worst arthritis. I mean, that never stops hurting. And the pain is so bad in one of my hands that like I pick up cups, I often drop them. And I'm like, my hand doesn't hurt. Nothing hurts. Oh my gosh. And so, you know, I didn't even make breakfast, you know, and I got on my laptop, I'm like, what is this product? What is this thing? So I get on the Lifewave website and I start reading X39, and I'm thinking, I gotta get some of this stuff. I gotta tell everybody I know. This is like a miracle, you know? I can't believe this. So I see Stefan the next week, and I like, you know, grab his shoulder. I'm like, thank you so much. He's like, well, for what? I'm like, the patches. He goes, oh, you tried these, but I think you never, you know, called us back. I'm like, yeah, well, how do I get more? This is amazing, you know? And he's like, oh, okay, good, you know? He goes, well, can you talk to Suzanne today? I'm like, sure, I'll talk to you, Suzanne. I'm thinking, how? I just got to get more of this stuff, right? I mean, this is like the best thing ever. Anyway, so, you know, fast forward just a few days. Okay, this was literally less than a week ago. all this happened. So I've been doing, the patches every day, and I, take them off at night, and I can't believe how well I'm sleeping. Because of the fibromyalgia, I'm in constant pain. So unless I take, like, I call bad drugs, my rheumatologist wants me to take, which I don't like to take, I don't sleep, which of course, is exhausting, right? So anyway, I am sleeping great. I mean, I love these patches. They've gotten rid of all my pain. I can tell when I wake up, I got to put a patch on because I'm like, a little stiff. And then I said to Suzanne, I met her and I said, so, like, what's the lifespan of these patches? Like, can you, like, stick them back on? And she says, well, I know some people put them on their pets, like your daughter just said, or their kids. I'm like, well, my kids are grown. So I have this lab. I have a Labrador dog who's 13 years old, and I've been putting it on the back of her collar for only 2 days now. The second day that she was on there, we went on our normal walk, down by the beach, and there's a hill to get back up to my car. And I mean, the fibro, and I'm getting older. And so we've learned to take, like, the flat route, sort of, because my hip hurts, her hip hurts, and she's on, her doggy medicine. And every time by the time I get to the car, I have her jump, like, up to the back, where the back floorboards, but I have to grab her because she never makes it, right? She, like, her legs give out. So I have to coax her because she knows she's going to fall if I don't catch her. So I said, okay, jump. She jumped right in. No hesitation.
Wow.
And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, these things really work, right? And then last night, when she go to bed, I'm like, okay, I'll help you get up the stairs. I said, okay, time to go to bed. And my bedroom was on the second floor. She ran up the stairs. And I'm like, wow, this is great. I'm going to be healed. My dog's going to be healed, And then yesterday, I put him on my 93-year-old dad. And so I saw him today. I'm like, Dad, you notice any difference? He says, well, I can kind of think a little better. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. I can't wait to see what it does for him.
Wow.
I'm
This
just
is the best.
I'm just so thankful for this technology. I mean, oh my gosh.
Thank you so much. You gave us inspiration for yourself, your dog, your dad.
Right?
That means this patch can work on anyone because of the technology that we have. And thank you so much. She was new, and when she was telling me the story, no one can be in my sight, and tell me these stories. I grab them for a testimony. And she said, okay, I'll do it. So I thank you for coming on, brand new. We look forward to having lots of life-changing experiences from you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so that's the end of our testimonies. And I wanted to just express that these are people who have had life experiences. And we encourage you to go out and share these experiences. As soon as the post goes up, share it with others. How are they going to know if you don't tell them? So Marcy, we'll turn it back over to you to find out what is in the patch, what makes this difference in people's lives, and how can they get it?
Well, I first want to say, can you imagine, like, from, no pain at night to my dog is running up the stairs now to my 93-year-old dad, and really with Kjirsten and what she said about she could feel the toxin bubbling up in the skin. Like, what I got from all of that was, wow, it's amazing how everybody has something different happen to them because of what X39 is. It's a stem cell activation patch, and we all have different things that we need help with. And so the testimonials were just amazing tonight, don't you think? And so let's talk about what this is. Why are we having all this happen? Well, it's called X39, and they are stem cell activation patches. And what's interesting is if you look at it, it looks like a Band-Aid. But if you open it up, it's so much more. If you look inside, you'll see inside, this is organic crystal made up of amino acids, sugar, and water. And it turns out that we are light beings, like the sun. You go out in the sun and the sun hits you and it reflects back ultraviolet light, and we make vitamin D. We know that's truth, right? Well, it turns out that we as humans also have this low-grade infrared light coming off of our body. It's, that's truth as well, because we have a temperature. We're 98.7 degrees, right? That's actually light. So here's this patch. It's wearable light technology. And when you put it on, the heat or light of your skin, I don't know if you can see that, there we go. It reflects back a light wave, which activates this peptide in your body called GHK copper peptide. Well, this peptide is super powerful. It has the ability to act like a telephone, to call up your stem cells. And it says, hey, stem cells, it's time for you to start marching again. It's time to make more of you. And it's time to reset you to a younger, healthier state. And your stem cells say, thank you. It's about time I got the call. Because here's the deal. At age 30, we lose half of our stem cell ability. By age 65, we've lost almost all of our stem cell ability. Well, why is that important? Well, when we're young, our stem cells work. Do you remember when you're young and you had just a ton of hair? Me, I had the unibrow. I had the eyebrows that like came together. I had so much eyebrow. Remember that? Or you had like, all right, or yet you were thin and you ate whatever you wanted, but you still thought you were fat. We were young. We were repairing all the time. Whatever injury was happening to us, repaired like that because of stem cells. And so we have normal cells in our body that can only be one thing. Your heart, your lungs, your liver, your brain. But then we have these stem cells, and why they're unique is that they're called blank pluripotent. They have the unique ability to turn into whatever cell your body needs for repair. Can you believe that? We actually have cells in our body that can turn into whatever cell your body needs for repair. I think that's quite remarkable. I think that makes me realize that we are pretty amazing as humans, and that we are as we all have different beliefs, but let's just say a source of God, and God is all about creation and all about change. And so we have these stem cells that change into anything they want to be to help create us to be healthy. I mean, I think that's pretty cool, right? So let's talk about how it really works. So basically, I don't know what's going on with you, but your body does, right? Kathleen's body knows that she hurts in every muscle in her body from fibromyalgia, so much so that she can't sleep at night. She's in pain. So what happens when she started activating those stem cell armies to work again? Those young stem cells turned into whatever cells she needed to start the repair, to start the connective tissue to loosen up, to repair, to get moving, right? That's what happened for her. The same thing happened for her dog, right? Or our other girl, it started working in her organs, her systems, her toxic areas, you know, and started to detox her body and push it out into the skin. That's what she needed most. I don't know what you need most, but your body does. I will tell you this, the stem cells start going in your body, in your blood, and they march and they fix the first thing you need fixed first to live. And then they move to the next and the next and the next. It's just that they just quit working. And so the patch just gets them going again. Isn't that amazing? It's non-transdermal. It's all light, okay? It's just light. We're not putting anything in your body. We're just reflecting back light to tell your own body to start working again. And you can't make these testimonials up, right? It's just what it is. The owner of the company says when you put young stem cells on old tissue, you turn the tissue young again. We're not anti-aging, we're age reversing. In fact, in LA in June, he told us, because he's a big researcher, and by the way, we have a 20-year patent basically saying, yes, this does what it says it does, which is activate GHK copper peptide through light, which stimulates your stem cells to start working again. And he goes, you know, I do research. I think he says he has 100 patents now. And I'm an inventor and I'm a science geek. And I would say that David would say that the mission for his company is he himself wants to live 250 years. And if we all want to do the same, we can follow him. I mean, like, seriously, if you guys heard him, you would understand that that's really who the man is. And he said, well, I was doing this research study. And what we did is we looked at blood of people before they went on X39, and we measured their blood for age markers. And then we looked at it 6 months later. And what we found is 14 out of 15 people reversed their age by 8 years as measured by blood in 6 months. I'm like, So, me, and you guys could do this. I took my little hand out and I'm like, I'm 54 minus 8. Okay, I'm 46 now. You all can do that if you've been wearing the patch for 6 months, right? That's really cool. So how do you wear the patch? Well, you can wear it right below the back of your neck. You can wear it under your belly button, or any spot will do. I will tell you that I was blessed to speak with Dr. Melinda Connor. If you go to startx39.com under research and patents, you will see that she's the independent researcher for a lot of David Schmidt's research, okay? She's on a lot of those. And I got to talk to her. It was really cool. And she said, well, I really like the CV6 spot for many of the patches. And that's under the belly button. And I said, why? And she goes, because it's the central vessel. And that is basically the belly of your immune system. And so I thought that was really cool. And I've been wearing some of my patches now, kind of like a snowman. It is Christmas, but like going right down my belly button down, right? And so I've been really enjoying the X39 there now. And I have felt my core immune system stronger since I started doing that. But once again, any spot will do. And you can wear more than one. The only rule, there's one rule, 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. Let me say that again. 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. Because remember, we're light. And so if you wore this 24 hours over and over and over again, your body would get used to the light signal and it wouldn't work anymore. So you must, I know we hate doing it, but you must take it off after you wear it for 12 hours. Throw it away, put it on your dog, it has a half-life. And then the next day, put another one on, or night. You can wear these all day or all night, okay? And each patch has its own clock. So do what feels comfortable for you, okay? Once again, if you want more information, you could go to startx39.com. There's great information on how the patch works. David Schmidt, our owner, inventor, and CEO, he talks about the technology of X39 and the issues it helps with. It is a wonderful site. I will tell you that about 50% of the people are like Kathleen, where they feel it right away. They're just like, oh my gosh, the pain's gone. I need this. And 50%, it takes more like a month or 2 months, because remember, the stem cells are going to repair what your body needs first to live. Sometimes that's something you don't feel, like your liver. So David Schmidt, the owner, inventor, and CEO, says this: make sure you wear X39 1 month for every decade you are old. Like, really give it some time for those stem cells to start marching and making a difference in your life. So David, this company is not a young company. It's been around for 17 years. He's in 81 countries. He actually started this company because the Navy SEALs called him up, knowing that he was a great inventor. And they wanted him to make a patch that would keep the Navy SEALs up at night without stimulants. And that is our very first patch ever, called the energy patch. It actually turns fat into energy. That was the beginning of his company. Now he's in 81 countries. We have a warehouse in San Diego, a warehouse in Ireland. Do you know we can do $1 billion worth of business, and we're all vertically integrated, which means we are not going to have any products sitting on the Long Beach shore harbor. If any of you guys know the boats in California that don't get unloaded, that's not our product line. Okay. And so that's pretty exciting for Christmas. We make a great Christmas gift, right? And but what's really interesting, in 2018, it was like, there was this beautiful combination where we really realized as humans that light heals, and it heals really fast, like fast through the bloodstream, unlike, pharmaceuticals with a ton of side effects, or even supplements, which you have to absorb through the colon. And that stem cells are beautiful, that we started understanding that stem cells have the ability to heal us. And so literally in 2018, our company went from 50 million a year to we're almost over 300 million this year. So we make no mistakes, we are in momentum. David said that in November, we did more business this November, last month, in 1 month than we did of all of 2018. And I'm just really proud to be a part of that, because that means that we are responsible for helping to heal a lot of people. So how do you get this product? Well, you can get one sleeve for $149.95. It's not a $10,000 stem cell injection, is it? And that's a 30-day supply. Or you could go on auto ship and get this for $119 and ship it every month and be a customer and love it. Or you could do what I did, which is get wholesale distributor pricing. That's 3 X39s for $299. That's enough for yourself, your family, and even some to share. And then, of course, you want to go on auto ship the next month for just $99 a month. It's extremely reasonable. And, you know, you may just love it for yourself. You may want to share it, help heal some other people. You might want to give some to your husband, to your kids, to your dad for Christmas, and even your dog, as Kathleen did. Who knows, right? So what we love is the wholesale distributor pack gets these down to $99 a sleeve. So it's very reasonable. And if you decide that you want to actually build a business, and through healing people and helping people, we can show you how to do that as well. So once again, get with the person who brought you here and say, hey, I'd like to try a sleeve for $149. I'd like to be a preferred customer for $119, or I'd like to get that wholesale distributor pack for $299 and have enough for my family and really give this a nice 3-month try to get those stem cells working. So with that, once again, get with the person who brought you here. Let them know what you want to do. For more information, go to startx39.com. And if you would like to come tomorrow night, Tuesday at 6 o'clock, we're here again, same time, same place, 30 minutes. Here's some other great testimonials. It's the exact same Zoom link that you came on tonight. And Kathleen and Wendy run that meeting, and it's wonderful. So with that, Suzanne, I'll send it back to you to close.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, your responsibility is, we have 147 people on the call. Your responsibility is to share this call as soon as it gets posted and change lives. That's what we're here. We're here to help each other and give someone this light energy in their lives and make things different. So we hope that you will do that. Just the very fact of going, and I heard that from 30 million in 2018 to 30 million in November. Who would not want to be part of such tremendous growth and excitement as we help the world heal? So we hope that you all will share it and join us again tomorrow night. Thanks again for the testimonies. Thank you, Kjirsten. Thank you, Kathleen. We appreciate it. Have a great night, everyone. Goodbye.
Good night.
Great team, great call.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.